Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited to do a beautiful spring look with you today. And I'm using my upgraded color correctors. I have relaunched Just Peachy in Extreme Cancel, repackaged, reformulated, cruelty-free, clean beauty. I'm so excited to show you how these apply. And are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. All right, ladies, so we're going to be doing a beautiful makeup tutorial. We're going to be using Chantecaille's new spring palette. It is actually very, very beautiful. The colors kind of threw me off a little bit with the pink and like the gold. I was like, wait, but it looks really good on. So I've been really excited. I've been using that for the last couple of weeks, and I am relaunching, repackaged, rebranded, reformulated my Just Peachy, my Extreme Cancel. You have been waiting for this for months. Extreme Cancel, probably a year. So I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at this in a moment, but you can imagine it's been very stressful the last year, not being able to get product in, having raw material issues. It's frustrating for you. It's extremely frustrating for me because I can't create on my channel. I can't do my Fierce Aging series. So I almost have like my hands tied. So I had to make solutions, and I'm really, really proud of this product. I've been working so hard. And with that comes, of course, sleepless nights and stress and what have you. And I wanted to repartner with Winged Wellness and show you the two products that have really been working for me for the last 2 years. I have the Aura Track Sleep Ring that shows all of my data I've been sharing on Instagram. I'm so happy with my double crowns, meaning I am hitting the top part of being readiness, my readiness score, and my sleep score. So I'm feeling amazing. Plus, I have the damp lifestyle that I've implemented into my life. If you don't know what that is, I'll link the video where I explain everything. So these are the two products. They actually have them in a bundle right now. It's called Day and Night Bundle. Retail $70, on sale for $62. And then you receive an extra 20% off with Nikol 20. So I've been using relaxation during the day to take the edge off, to calm my mind. I've been literally running on empty. So not only does it have the 10 milligrams of CBD, but it has in here lemon balm, which I love, chamomile. It has the evening primrose oil to help like regulate the whole hormone situation. The L-theanine, I love taking these. This is like something that I always like have available. I've never run out of it. Same thing with my sleepies. This is the 10 milligrams of CBD. In this though, you have the 5-HTP, melatonin, you have the GABA, you also have the L-theanine, and you have the evening primrose oil. So I found these 2 years ago. They've been helping me so much. I really rely on them just to really kind of just calm down and to really enhance my wellness, my physical and also my mental wellness. And, you know, we go into a couple little bit of stats when we want to think about the relaxation and why we're really taking them. The CBD helps reduce and minimize impacts of cortisol. The lemon balm and the L-theanine help regulate anxiousness and quiet the mind. So now when we go into the sleepy, it gives you that low dose of melatonin, which prevents morning grogginess, which I love. I don't love that feeling if you have the melatonin and you're feeling like, am I still sleeping or what's happening? I don't feel my best. And then the GABA and 5-HTP support sleep-inducing neurotransmitter production and quiet the mind. The evening primrose oil, as I had said, really helps to regulate the hormonal swings women experience throughout the night that can cause sleep disturbances. So it is noted that women experience insomnia and anxiousness at a higher rate than men. So it's really nice that this is a woman-based company. It's made for women by a woman, and I really just love including this into my videos when I've been dealing with a lot of stress, trying to maintain my cortisol levels, trying to maintain my sleep, and really show up my best self so I can produce products for you. So we're going to get into this video and we're going to just prep our skin like we normally do. I'm going to use the Avene. This is actually the Physiolift. It's a little serum. I'm going to use this instead of like a cream. I feel like I want to do this. Now, I've been using the Just Peachy forever, but I'm noticing I have a little irritation from something. So that's why there's like a little redness here, but I'm noticing I think I might be a little bit more stressed than normal because my face, I feel like I might switch to the Extreme Cancel in this little area here. So if you don't know about color correctors, this is why you have to change up your makeup over 40. We start seeing more pigmentation. We start seeing different things on our face, and you can't keep the same makeup routine that you have in your 20s and 30s. It's just not possible because your skin is changing. You are developing different things on the face that you're probably not going to be thrilled about. This color correcting, the whole concept is to neutralize, to lift the color first, then you put on your concealer. So if you go, this is the biggest thing when I was doing makeup on location with 20-year-olds all the way up to 90-year-olds. This was my biggest thing. I couldn't just take a concealer and go and say, okay, now I'm on the concealer part, I'm gonna conceal. Because what would happen is I would put the concealer on and then I would work it in and I'm like, wait a second, now that grays, those blues are like mixed in with the concealer. Doesn't matter what concealer I had. It didn't matter what brand or what have you. I didn't like how it didn't brighten and give it like really beautiful under eye. That's what I always wanted. I wanted that beautiful, like flawless under eye. I couldn't get it unless I did a color corrector first. Then I went in with the concealer. For me as a makeup artist, I really saw on all skin types, all ages, what a big difference it was, because some people have really bad allergies and they'll have really dark grays. It doesn't matter how old you are. So it's really not per se an age thing, but when you are aging, yes, as we all are, over 40, 50, 60, 70s, 80s, 90s, you will see it is a big game changer to do a color corrector first and then go over with your concealer of choice, whether it's liquid, cream, whatever you like. So let's first go into what we normally do. I'm gonna just prep my skin a little bit. Just giving myself a little revive. This is my beauty elixir, Corali. I can spritz this on anytime. It just makes you feel good. Just makes you feel like, all right, let's keep going. This is my eye primer. I use this first to neutralize out my eye. So the same kind of concept with the color corrector. So you can see darkness on my lids. That's just my natural color, kind of is getting darker as I'm aging. So I'm going to use this, just a little bit of a tap. I'm going to go from the base of the lashes all the way up to the brow bone, come out, go on. You can see it right as I'm doing it. It is neutralizing out my lid. So I'm getting rid of that darkness. So when I put on my beautiful Chantecaille spring palette, you're going to see the true color coming out. You're not going to see it mixed in with my eyelid. So now my eyelids are primed, ready to go. So this is the new palette that they came out with. It is called, hold on, Wild Meadows Eye Quartet. Look how beautiful. I've been really using these too, but I've dabbled into this gold, kind of yellow, and the pink. It's so beautiful. When I first saw these, I was like, wait, what are we doing? But I've been experimenting and it looks really pretty. I think this is a really great palette. It looks really pretty on. And we're going to go in with our shadow brush from my Essential Makeup Brush Set. And I'm going to go into this beautiful, kind of just like nice brown, has a little bit of sheen to it. So we're going to go right on the lid. Now this isn't that pigmented. So if you really like lots of pigment, it's not really that kind of palette, as you can see, but I feel like it's enough. So I'm going to just go on the middle of the eyelid here, and then I just pull it down to the sides and we'll do the other one. I'm going to take this gold yellow color, and it's very, since it's not so pigmented, I'm going to just go right above, just right like that to highlight. I'm actually going to take a little bit of it and just put it in that inner corner there, just to brighten up that little corner. And then I'm going to take the darkest color. I'm going to take my tapered blending brush. You can see it's like a little pencil here. I'm going to go into the darkest color and just do a little contour. I'm going to just take my blending brush and just make sure everything is nice and blended. So I've upgraded to my Elemis White Flower Eye and Lip Makeup Remover instead of the Almay pads. I just felt like it was more gentle on my skin and my eyes. This is their biphase. So I just take my cotton. I'm almost out of my Chanel cotton, which I don't like. And I will be moving over to my, of course, Shiseido. So much softer. And this is, I've just been cutting them in half and just utilizing them so I can actually use through them. So I'm going to just clean up a little bit on the outside. You can see right there, I'm just cleaning up so I have a nice crisp line. The same way I used the Almay pads, but I just like the fact that this feels so much better and the formula is softer on my skin. I'm going to just use a little vitamin E on my lips, a little parched. Then I'm going to go in with my lash curler. This is my Shu Uemura lash curler. Going to go to the base, pump, get those lashes nice and up. And I thought instead of using, since it's springtime, instead of using a dark chocolate eyeliner, I want to go in with my mauve. So I have this beautiful kind of introducing another little color in here, but nothing too much. I don't want anything too dark. So I thought this was like a really good option. So I'm going to go just to the base of my lashes, just like this. And it's nice to have a little unexpected color. If you like to play around with color, and you don't like it to be on your eyes as an eyeshadow, you can go in with a color like blue suede we have mauve. This is really nice because it gives you a little personality. You don't always have to be using a charcoal or a dark chocolate. You can use mauve, you can use blue. It's really a nice way to introduce color to your makeup routine. I just did a little on the bottom to even everything out. And then I'm going to take my mascara and I'm going to just go to the base and I'm going to separate the lashes. So I go to the base of the lash and I'm going to just pull straight up. All right, so lashes are on. Now the fun part. Now we get to work on the skin and color correct the skin. So Just Peachy is going to brighten up if you have blues, if you don't have a ton of darkness. Like, it really works for me in this area. I feel like maybe I'm pushing into the extreme cancel with, like, if this keeps getting darker or what have you. But Just Peachy, this is what the product looks like, or the extreme cancel. Now, the packaging, I made it very, very clear what it was because I did the swatch of the color on the back. And then I color coated the wallpaper inside where it says Nikol Beauty, and it has my vintage rose pattern. You know that I'm really into roses, and I really wanted this to be special for you. I have the color at the top, so you always know when you're getting your package if it's the right product. So you have Extreme Cancel here. You have the Just Peachy. You know, I had a lot of fun with this packaging. And then I repackaged to be a very simple crayon for you because it was very hard for me to apply a big rounded stick, like a beauty stick, when I'm just working in this inner eye area. You will just twist up from the bottom here as everything is dropping. You'll just twist up, so you can twist up the product here, but it's nice that it's pointed so you don't have like flat and trying to get it up into this corner. So that's why I did that. The Extreme Cancel is going to be if you have extreme darkness. If you find that nothing's lightening the under eye, you use this first. I have a video that I'll link here that shows you this application, and then you put over your concealer. So this is really great if you have darker skin, if you have that dark great. If you have it really ridged down in there and you need to just put that right into the ridge, right? And get it so it's lifting that color, it's lightening that color. So these are the two that I have reformulated for you, repackaged for you, and I find that they're going to be very easy for you to use. So we're going to use the Just Peachy like I always have. So I'm going to go up into just right where I finished putting that eyeshadow, and I'm going to go underneath the eye. I love how it's so easy to go right underneath the eye and get there. Before I couldn't do that because it was too round, it was too big of a head. And then I'm going to just come down, and you're going to set this once you're finished with your concealer over top, but you can see it's just very creamy. It's going to be really nice underneath the eye area, comforting. It hugs the skin. It's not going to be heavy. It's not going to be not pigmented enough. So you can see right here is where I love to put this. I want to color correct that pigmentation that I have that I started really getting in 2020. You can see it lifts that color. So now when I put my concealer over, I'm going to have a really nice, beautiful, bright under eye. So I'm going to do this side. And I have that this poor little guy here. I could use my no redness on that, but let's just stick with the Just Peachy, going up into that corner, coming underneath, right underneath those lashes, which is wonderful that this product can do that now. I can go around my nose if I want to, bring it down. I can work this in with my concealer brush, or I can just work it in with my finger. I would not use a sponge, ladies, because it's going to soak up all the product and you don't want that. I like to go around here. Usually I'll do a little no redness, but we'll just keep it to the Just Peachy right now. So you can see how it really nicely kind of lightened that patch that I had there. I don't want to do too heavy, but I want to really lighten it. So when I go over now with I'm going to use the Giorgio Armani foundation. I think this will be really nice. I'm going to just use this, buff it into the skin with my foundation buffing brush. So I'm going to just buff in the foundation. I'm going to just meet it where I have the Just Peachy. And then I'm going to see what I need to do when it comes to concealer. I don't want to overload my skin if I don't need it. Sometimes I've been able to get away with Just Peachy and then setting it. I don't know if I can do that today, but we'll see after I put on the foundation. What I like about this foundation is that it doesn't completely mask my face. I can see a little bit of pigmentation coming out. I like that. It makes it look more natural. Foundation's on, Just Peachy is on. I can see a couple little areas that I would really feel more comfortable if I took my concealer and I just went over it just in this little area here. I don't need a lot. I don't want to pile on a lot of concealer, but I can see just a couple little areas here that I would like a little bit more coverage, but I've already color corrected. So now my concealer doesn't have to work that hard. I can go into my concealer brush so I can do a little bit more of this precise application, just working it in, kind of stippling, this is what it's called when you do this with the brush. You're kind of just working it in. I don't want to move it all over. I just want to work it into the skin so it really looks flawless. And then we're going to set it with Nikol Banana. All right, so concealer is worked into the skin, looking beautiful, feeling more confident than I did before when we first started. Then Nikol Banana came back into stock, which is great. It is a touch-up brightening powder. So I'm going to use this with my powder brush, and I'm just going to go, not too much, but it's not heavy. It's like very lightweight on the skin, very silky. So I'm going to just go underneath, just like this. I want to set it. Then I usually go around just in my T-zone. So I have a really nice application. So now the only thing we're missing is lips and cheeks. So let's go in with our cheeks. I'm going to use Ageless. It's a nice petally pink, great for spring, just to kind of liven up my cheeks. I sometimes just swipe across all three, or I'll just take one and go with that. So I'm not going to do any kind of bronze or anything like that today. I just want to like lighten up my cheeks with some really pretty pinky hue. Beautiful pink on the cheeks, just giving you that color to the face. I'm going to do a very simple combo. It's one of my favorites, satin waterproof lip liner. It's going to be a nice, beautiful, natural pink to the lip. Then we're going to go over it with a little Franny, so you can see where I'm going with this whole look, very spring fresh. And then I'm going to go top it with my Champs lip gloss. So this is really nice. Now, to bring this all together, you can see that the real dramatic thing is to neutralize out the darkness underneath your eye. So if you did a beautiful makeup look and then you had this darkness still lingering and sitting there, that's when you kind of feel like, I didn't do a good job of my makeup. Like, what happened? I'm doing all the steps, what have you. Color correcting over 40 is so necessary. And once you go there and once you start seeing the difference it makes, you're like, wait, how come I haven't been doing this forever? So it really lessens the amount of makeup you have to wear. It really lessens the frustration or the just challenge of trying to correct with just concealer. It just will never work. So you can see it's almost like my lip color. Like this is like the most beautiful lip pencil. You could even fill this all in and then put on, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna fill it in, make it my lipstick. So that's something you can do. It's a nice little trick that you can make in this waterproof. So it's really nice. You can have this stay on, put this on. So you can really see the color of the lip liner. So this is satin. And then I'm gonna just take my Champs and I'm going to put it over, liven it up. It's almost like you can create your own color when you use your lip liner as your lipstick. Got a really beautiful, glossy, fresh finish to the lip. And my last step that I like to do is going to, besides putting on my Rose of No Man's Land hair mist or putting on my Diptyque Rose hair mist. I have multiple hair mists here on my little desk, but I like the Clarins Fix Makeup. I think this is so beautiful and it helps your makeup stay and it just refreshes your face after. I think it's just really a nice final touch to your makeup and working so hard. So I hope that these color correctors coming back in stock are going to make you very happy, are going to really enhance your makeup routine, and you're going to feel really confident. And that's really what I want for you. During the hard times of developing this, I thought, all right, the ladies are going to be so thrilled. There's so many new upgrades to not only the formula, the packaging, the ease of application. I'm just really excited to hear what you have to say. And until my next video, I'll see you later.